With more than 1,000 college admissions and financial aid experts and 15,000 college students at any one time from across the country, Unigo can provide unique insights by tapping its expert network quickly and cost-effectively.
No, it's not sort of which group you're in, it's what you do with that opportunity. One of the things that I encourage students is that if there is a club or organization that they're involved with, to see if they can somehow take that involvement to the next level. So if you are an actor and you're in your school's thespian society, see if you can get involved with the state level thespian society.
Do something productive so that you can say, I will say that 9 times out of 10, my students end up writing their personal statement over what they did this summer before senior year because it was the most recent interesting experience they had, whether it was a day camp counselor or community service that they did or some academic trip or program.
So the essay should not read about all the work that you did to become president of this club, okay? In turn, the way to stand out in your essay is to be able to write very thoughtfully about how you've made others and your community better through the opportunities you've been given.
Half of the success in standardized testing is knowing how to take the test. And if you don't know how to take the test, regardless of your expertise in critical reading or in math or in writing, taking the SAT, for example, or science for the ACT, you really have to at least, I always recommend at the bare minimum, at least getting some test prep booklet. I've never specified which one because I don't really think it matters so much, and work through sections and build up to a full-length test before the actual test day.
I'm looking to find out from a student what type of campus they really want. Do they want to live in a big city? Are they looking for more of a rural campus? Do they like to be in a downtown setting? So I think to start with, really geographically, and then also the rural-urban setting are the most important things. Now, that's not the most important thing in making your entire decision, but that's a good starting point as far as selecting some colleges and maybe narrowing down your list of colleges that you have.
The most important thing in terms of understanding the financial aid package is understanding which part is scholarship and grant, essentially sort of free money or gift money, and which part you're going to need to pay back. So some schools are really great about identifying what is gift money and what is not, and other schools are not. And some schools, unfortunately, will sort of do it intentionally because they want a student to get a letter that has $25,000 worth of aid and feel like that's all gift money, when in reality, some of it might be loan.
When you see a loan, you have to find out what the rate is and what the terms of paying back loans are, okay? Because there's some loans that the interest is subsidized. There's other loans where the interest is not subsidized. So even if you don't pay that back, you think you can pay it back after graduation, but that interest has been compounding the entire time that you've been in college. So to really understand not only the terms of the financial aid agreement, but if they mention loan or work study, you want to find out the terms of those loans and what the work study means.
Many schools are counting what they call touches, through demonstrated interest, which basically means, did you come for a tour? Did you sign your name, or did you sign your name when the visitor's book when you came for a tour? Did you, register with the admissions officer when you went for the open house? Did you blog on their website? Did you respond to a Twitter feed? I mean, those kinds of things they're actually counting in regards to how interested that student really is in that particular college or university.
I think the thing that sets it apart among the Ivies is that it has a very strong community built on a living learning type setting where students who are taking classes together also live together. The other Ivy Leagues don't have quite the same community and camaraderie.
Start in August. Start filling out your application. The Common App has 2 essays, a short essay and a long essay. Get those essays done in August. The supplements start coming out August, September. You can knock out an essay a week. You should not have a crunch time in December. You should be done by Thanksgiving.
There's usually maybe 3 different categories of questions that alumni interviewers ask as a part of the admissions interview. Number 1, they're going to ask questions about your background, your interests in terms of your extracurricular activities, kind of what makes you tick. Ask you a few questions off of your resume if you provide it, or if they're able to get that information from the admissions office. They'll also ask you about what your future plans are. What you want to be when you grow up, what you hope to study at that particular university, where do you see yourself in 5 years, questions along those lines. The third category of the questions is specific to that particular university. Why do you want to go to Georgetown? Why do you want to go to Duke? What's specific about that particular institution is appealing to you?
If your parents are divorced, that can pose some interesting challenges to your college financial aid process. Until you're 24 years old, both parents are expected to be contributing in some way to your college education and paying for your college education.